I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is Righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Tricknick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right. Good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I don't know. I'm not hearing me. Are you hearing me? I don't know. I feel like I'm not hearing me. Tell me if you're hearing me now. Because I am not hearing me. I don't know what is going on, but I'm not hearing me. Let me see if I can tune up the system so I can start hearing me. Good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Manningsman, and it has been a while. I know a lot of my regular viewers and subscribers are saying, Manningsman, man, you have not been doing a lot of content recently. But that is it, you know. You don't know. You understand me? Sometimes you have to take a break and refresh, rejuvenate. You understand me? Before you get going again. You understand me? Because there are other things in life apart from YouTube that are way important. It was back to school, and we had to be out there making sure helping kids to get back to school. That is more important than doing content, because whatever we can do to get kids, so we're able to help kids with books and just school supplies. And that is way more important to us. The fact that we are changing lives by the way we live our own life and having an impact. We don't have a lot. We're not rich. We're not wealthy. We just from the little we have, we give back to people. So all of you who over time have given like super chats and super stickers, you know, you have liked the video, because all the earnings from the platform, it does two things and two things only. None of it goes into my pocket. I don't use it for personal stuff. It either buy equipment for the channel, or it helps with people who have need, right? That may be in terms of football equipment or schooling equipment. That's all. None of it. It's not a lot, but it makes a difference. So I want to thank all the members of the channel, all the persons who every now and then, you know, you give a small super sticker, you give a small super chat. All the persons who also, you know, you like the video, share the video, and you're a subscriber. All of those things help. And we have pictures and stuff. So after the camp that we are doing for these two games, we're going to show you the pictures, because we have not been showing a lot of pictures, because we did a couple of things in last year, And then, you know, some of the person were saying they would prefer when we go to the schools and we do these things that we don't post the pictures, but we can talk about it and things. So we don't post pictures unless we have those sort of agreement with the schools or the organizations that we give our charitable deeds to. All right. Not that I think, because again, it is a donation to the channel, but just for openness and transparency and accountability, I think that is important. And I'm not saying this because, so please, because I know some of you are going to walk away from this. Oh, him going like I'm alone and thing. No, you are doing it too. I just feel like we talk about what I'm doing while I'm not here, because I'm not here for clout or for likes. I'm here to offer substance and quality. All right. And listen, outside of that, you have lots of content, a lot of garbage, and a lot of good stuff on YouTube that people have been listening to. And I just refuse to be a part of some of the garbage and things. You understand me? Yeah. Yes. All right. So big up on yourself. All right. So big up to the persons who are already in the chat. Triple E up, Eagle Republic up, Tom Stranger, Unseen Sports TV. Big up yourself. You understand me? Wayne Evans, bless up and thing. Joe, one of the real soldiers out there. Bless the Lord, my brother. You understand me? Damon Nemard, up and running. He said, Presser, apologize. Long time Presser for you apologize, man. I want to talking to Presser get. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Versus the England professional 11. Both Ravel and Michael Hector played. Both look rusty. So why was Hector called up? But if I could answer why the coach call people and why he doesn't call people, then Eagle Republic, maybe I would be the coach. You understand me? Maybe I should be the coach. So I always tell people I operate as a team manager, right? So I am responsible for administrative management, not technical management. What that means is that if I begin to get into why players are selected and why they should not be selected, I would be stepping outside of my lane. So I cannot answer as to why players are selected or why they are not selected, because it is not an administrative function. So let me just respond to that, right? Eagle Republic, and I hope you can appreciate that. I know sometimes when people ask these questions, they are not necessarily trying to get me to respond, but they're probably concerned about it, so they're trying. You know, they're asking because they want clarity, right? Yes. Big up our float management. Bless up Arsenal. Good morning. Yes, indeed. Bless up Jason. Nigel Garden up and running. All right. Yeah, I hear like people said Eddie and Ketty. Like I don't, what is wrong with like everything these people see, like oh my god. Like I hear people now saying Osimhen qualifies to play for Jamaica. Like it is getting ridiculous and people really believe. Like I cannot believe like people are so gullible. Like somebody said Eddie and Ketia qualifies to play for Jamaica. And next man put up something, say, Osimhen. And people, I cannot for the life of me believe people make content like that. And people really believe and like the video. It is bothering. It is crazy. Like, I saw that Nketia thing. I didn't even read it. I didn't even read it because I considered it a grand waste of time. When I look at thumbnails now, if it is the same conversations, I'm not even watching the video. And maybe people don't want to watch me. That is fine. I want to see things in the space that stimulate growth and maturity and educate and inform with transformational information. That is what the space has to become. Better your video quality is poor and your content is superb than you have superb video quality and atrocious content. It's better you do one video and the video is done well and good content than you have multiple videos talking about the same madness. Big up Bertha. No, Mason Greenwood is not. If he's coming to play for Jamaica, all right. So Mason Greenwood is not in this camp because the coach named the team. But as you have seen, you would have seen already that you saw that release that he asked for clearance from the different FAs. That was done, which means his documents are in process. Again, let me say this, people. I believe that all of these players should opt to play for Jamaica. Even if Jamaica don't have the best facility, the best management, I think they should. I look at like a Raheem Sterling, and the fact that Raheem Sterling has done so well so far, but yet Raheem Sterling at this age, although there are other players better, Raheem Sterling may never put on back the shirt for England again. I feel like too many of these players go through these things, right? And he has had a good run. All right, but I use this as an example to say this, right? I think the English FA don't treat players with other heritage well, for the most part, over the years. And therefore, more of those heritage players should consider representing the nation of their heritage. That's my thing. However, here is the truth that every Jamaican must realize. The diaspora in England and the diaspora in Canada and the USA are different. I find that the people from the diaspora in North America feels a greater affinity in terms of Jamaica. And therefore the proximity means that many of them traverse between Jamaica and Canada and the USA. Therefore, it is easier for them to have dual citizenship and represent Jamaica, right? Easier. That is why you see so many of the under 17 and sometimes the under 20s and under 14s or whatever, and the female footballers come out of America. When it comes to England, I think it's a different kettle of fish. One, England is a whether we want to agree or not, they have the best league in the world. They are always one of the higher ranked teams in the world and in Europe. They have been doing well in recent tournaments, both at the senior level and also at the junior levels. Therefore, most players want to play for England. All right? There are some, unfortunately, a Mason Greenwood, because of what has happened, that may become very difficult for him. And therefore, he has to seek the alternative. All right? Absolutely fine. Mason, you are welcome. And I believe that once his documentations are processed, that he will represent Jamaica. However, a lot of the other players, it don't matter how good the Jamaican facilities are, or the infrastructure is, how lucrative it may seem, if these players born in England believe that they stand a 10% chance of representing England, they will want to stay and play until they believe the window has closed. We have to accept that. And I don't think some of us really want to accept that. Some of us are convinced that a high quality, top quality, on the brink of the English setup, right, at 19 and 18, will decline representing England where he's born, probably never been to Jamaica to represent Jamaica. Most of them won't. It doesn't mean that they hate Jamaica. They still probably have a deep love and affection for Jamaica and their family in Jamaica. But the truth is, there's way more benefits representing England than Jamaica. Even when Jamaica provides its best, England has better. So we must come to that reality and know that many players are going to wait. They are going to wait. They are going to wait, and we have to accept that. You know, sometimes, like, if you're not in Jamaica, we use the term gallus. Gallus mean that, you know, forget the girls then. In older days, they would say lyrics bantan, meaning when you drop two lyrics, roses are red, violet are blue, sugar is sweet as you. You understand? You get all in the Bible. You understand? When you use some Jesus turned water into wine. One day I hope you'll be mine. You understand? You're full of lyrics. So any girl they talk to, you can get. There are some youth, them have to wait until, you understand me? The top man them, get the girls them, and then you get what left. Or him leave the girl where you did want, and then you get him afterwards. I just saw it go. Someone just get the what left. I just saw it go. And you have to live with that. You have to live with that and not say, you're not no girls, man. You understand me? Yeah. You understand me? Yeah. You understand me? You just tell them, say, listen, my name is Joseph. You understand me? Because I've been dreaming about you. Yo, you see them lyrics there? You understand what I mean? Lyrics days all over my face. Don't go try them things that the girl will laugh off of you. A joke man is gonna make it here. Them things they not gonna work. No, we never knew who they were days. You better have money. You think they want your lyrics. You understand what I mean though? But that is it. There's a lot of youth don't really get the girl until them already date certain man. And then them say, all right, them will give you a chance. That is how weird Jamaica is. Jamaica is like, when it comes on to the players in England, on a lot of occasion, Jamaican is the second girl. Like after, or the second man. So after them, you understand me, after them max out and the first girl, bam. Them say, all right, that is it. And we have to just accept that. Like, I don't know why we can't. We just have to accept that and know that the players don't hate Jamaica because they will still come here on vacation. They will still watch the Jamaican team. They will still buy the Jamaican jersey. As soon as one of the youth them decides that them go and take up an England call up, we start tear them down and cuss them off and thing. They have to, that's where they are born, people. You think listen, think about this. If there was a war, right? You know who they would go and fight for? It's not Jamaica, you know? It's England. They would fight for, they would sign up to fight for England, not for Jamaica. Duckland, you see, now I don't know what we're gonna start, you know, people. You see what Duckland are putting in the comment section. What me start, you know? What me start, you know? I want to go start with this Bible lyrics business. Duckland, no matter with it, Duckland, man. Jesus, peace. Yeah, understand me? There you go. Listen, and remember, the younger the player, when a Mikel Antonio, for example, who is older, made his money for the most part, you understand me, probably can look at going to Saudi or one of those places to make some more money at the end of his career. A younger player has to look about positioning himself to get that big contract. What we have to ask ourselves is where is better? Getting a call up for England and playing, or getting a call up for Jamaica and playing? That is it. No, Alan Blair, I am not saying that. Remember, I am not saying, Lord have mercy. You see it, you know? People. Listen what I'm, yo, people. Oh no, listen what I'm saying. So, what about you? What about in the comment section? Because a lot of mail in here. Wanna go high school or college? You were not the first choice for the girl. You were not the first choice. So the girl in this case is the player. So the player first man is England. The player second man is Jamaica. So therefore, it is not the player who is the reject. It's Jamaica. That if you want to say someone is rejected, you could say, well, Jamaica is a what left team that they're going to end up in. Not the player themselves. Because the girl is still going to be a star. When the girl come and be with the guy, the second guy, she's still the star, not the guy. Just understand that. So that is what. So the players are not the what left. It is Jamaica who is seen, because the truth is we are not on the same caliber. Come on, man. We even have track and field athletes, who switch allegiance and go and run for other country because what they provide is more lucrative. And I keep one of the things I've said on my program, and I'll always say this: while you're young, your first no. No, yeah, this is what I know. Hey, Mark City, understand this. Remember this. When I pursued my wife, she pursued me. So it's not like there was an next man in the picture. So you're right. In this case with the player, there are two things in the picture. There's England and there's Jamaica. They are born in England. They have everything that they need. They are on the brink of being selected for the English team, whether you want to call it under 19 and under 20. I am saying to you, in those cases, do not bash the player for selecting England. Because I believe that is the right thing to do, because that's where they're born. Because if it were a war they were going to, they would put on the uniform of England to go to war. I am not calling any woman what left. I'm saying that some of the men get what left because they weren't the woman's first choice. Oh, Jesus. That's what I mean. Yeah. Big up yourself. I understand what you're saying, Max City, right? And so the truth is, like, we have to just understand our position. In life, critical to our growth is understanding your status. Like, some of us know that certain people are out of your league. Right? That's it. Like, right, Pestle, yeah, man. Yeah, Trevor Sinclair, part of the coaching staff. Yeah, he has Jamaican. So Trevor Sinclair, like Pestle is saying to you, Jamalo has replaced Leon Bailey. You know, Leon Bailey got injured over the weekend. And that's one thing. And then you have Trevor Sinclair, who has joined the coaching staff, as posted here by Pestle. All right. Yeah. Yeah. No, but Alan Blair, there are some of them do Alan Blair who like what I'm saying to you is that a lot of the players, like, it's not like Mikel Antonio was not selected by England, but he got to the point where, listen, if I go like Ivan Toney, this is a couple of caps. So let me go to Jamaica where I can continue my international career. Right? Which is the right thing. Although he wanted to when he was younger. Same thing with the Ethan Pinnock. So I think training starts tomorrow. Right? So I think all I'm saying is that for the younger players, let us be more tolerant and understanding instead of disrespectful. Yes, it is, Carl. Yes, it is. It is confirmed. Yeah. Right? So let us understand. Right? It's different though when it comes down to the kids in America, because a lot of the Jamaican kids of Jamaican heritage in America and Canada, the relationship, which is part of what I said a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, I said this. Bigger than the football, the communities of England and Jamaica needs to get close like it was. As close as the community that is shared between those in America, Canada, and Jamaica. We have grown distant from, and that is because one of the reasons that has led to that. You remember when you never required passport visas to go to England? The relationships were closer, right? And what used to happen is that a lot more, watch this, a lot more barrels were being sent from England. Barrels now gets, America, every barrel that come from now, you know. Yeah, all of the barrel that come from, barrel now come from England and them thing there again, man. Them days are gone. America carry the swing on the barrel business and remittance right now. Not England. I'm telling you. There's a time when real estate was being bought in Jamaica is mainly by the people in England. Right now, American Canadian are buy the real estate in Jamaica. All right, we have around 8 or so minutes to go on the show because it's not a long show. But I want to begin to think about this because I find that we have a lot of the players have come under attack. CC, you want to call? You have 5 minutes to stick to the topic, so you can call in. I will accept your call because it's not a long program. All right, and yeah, all right. So call in. Let me hear your take on this. Right. So please just bear that in mind. All right. And people, I am not calling any ladies what left. I am saying that what happened is Jamaica gets, because we are not at that place. We're not at that place. We're not at the place to attract the players when they are young. And if they have the choice between, and not all of them do. All right. We have Ardian who was calling. Let's take Ardian call and then we go to CC afterwards. Ardian, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Morning, my brother. I'm not stay long. I just a minute, mate. The coach, the first press conference that me seen in wasn't his duty was to take us to the 2026 World Cup?
His primary job is to qualify the team for the World Cup. Yeah, that is. So it's just like you have in college, you have what you have three things. You have your major, you have your minor, and you have the elective. So there are three things. So your major is you're majoring in marketing, but your minor may be say let's see, if you're marketing major, you may be doing I don't know, maybe accounts as your minor. Just use that. Your elective maybe to learn how to swim.
Okay. Okay. So management, you know, say me never call him about any coach yet. We just call him about players and all and stuff. We never call him about a coach, right? But we kind of confused where the coach is concerned. In the first press conference, he was saying that he need to get like the best player because his focus was the 2026 World Cup, right?
Yeah.
To listener is the last press conference that he had when he was releasing the team.
Yes.
I was somewhat management disappointed the way he started the talk. He sounded like a person who, if he call up a player from England and the player said no, it sounds like he's not the kind of coach who can convince that player, to show that player, say, listen to me, to play for Jamaica, it is better, or if you play for England, one cap and maybe you don't play international football again. To me, it don't sound like that player. And when he said that, we all know management. We all know that Jamaica full of talent. But these players that in the JPL, for us to go to the World Cup, my belief is that these players are nowhere there. The local base player. We have talent, and stuff like that. Yes, but the level and believe me, management. If you look around the Conca Cup and the Caribbean, people are boosting their team, not with local player because they know that their standard is not high, but they are going far and wide in every cruise and corner to get player of high standard to represent their country. Now, when I listen to this coach at the last press conference, right? Him not give me the faith. I mean, I have the faith in a way I say, right? Like even the midfield and them stuff there. Well, I don't know what kind of player he has recruited and we don't know and stuff like that. No management. But the way his son management, like say boy, them player, yeah, me understand the management. Say player them born and they want to play for England and all them stuff there when they be young and them stuff them management. But he just don't seem the kind of person who will directly go up. Him sound like say boy, true in my English to be honest, management. True my English, and me know say want England are the best player. It sound like our agent to me, you know. Honestly, because I said that management, you know, must be like this. But to me, it just sound that way, brother.
All right. So I don't know how you came to that conclusion because since this coach has come on, stuff has broken about the expediting of Mason Greenwood's documentation, right? So I don't know how you got to that conclusion. There was an impasse between Leon Bailey or something close to that. This coach came on, Leon Bailey was called back to the team, right? And he spoke about talking to people and about the recruiting that is necessary and stuff. So him saying that he believes that there's talent in Jamaica, I don't think it took away from the fact that he said he spoke to players. And so I don't know how you came. You'd have to tell me what you heard that made you come to that conclusion. Now, everything takes time and process, right? And there are players, I believe as well, that there are players who will say no. It doesn't mean that he will, because he may believe, because remember, even players like Isaac Hayden, if you go back to his first press conference, Isaac Hayden was mentioned. And about changing a heart and all of those things. Because he knows the player. He says he knows the player. So I don't know what you heard that made you come to that conclusion. Because the question that was asked of him was about specific players. I think and it was younger players. And he said what I was basically saying in a nutshell, that younger players, like oftentimes want to wait on England. So he believes that the best place to recruit is those players who have gone past that age, to kind of say to them. And he's not saying that poor players. He's saying that the top players. Yeah, you understand me? The top players. I think that, I think that is what he was saying to me, but it's down to interpretation. You may interpret it a different way. So I'd love to know what kind of draw you to that conclusion.
Well, that could be right in the management, because when we hear talk about like he talks about Mount Pleasant and another, you know, and players like honestly, but
the coach spoke about Mount Pleasant. Ari said he watched Adrian Reed in the Cavaliers game versus Police, and he was good.
No, remember, you know, him say the way him sound management is like him. I say,
no, I don't want to hear him sound.
The talent in the Premier.
No, here's what I'm saying. Hold on. I don't want to hear how he sound. I want you to tell me what he said that made you come to it. You can't give me the conclusion until you tell me what he said that led you to.
When you talk about the local player them, around the island and stuff like that. To me, in simple, he must say, boy, yeah, with the talent can bring us the local talent in Jamaica can bring us to the World Cup. To me, that's just my understanding when we get from him.
No, again, you know what you're doing? You're giving an interpretation. You're not really saying what he said. You're saying that something was said, but you can't tell me.
What?
Yeah.
My man, as me say, no, me can't interpret it wrong, you know.
Yeah.
But to me, that coach is not convincing at all, man. I don't believe he can convince player. who is at the bridge, who's in two minds. You know, people can convince people and some people just can't. To me, it's just my feeling that.
So, see, you don't believe that he can convince. So, all right. So, if he, right, in the next couple of windows, say by the end of the year, you'll see a couple of high quality Premier League talent coming, would you change your opinion?
Yeah, opinion are made to be changed, you know.
All right then.
Yeah, man,
So
it's made to be changed. But this is what from the last press conference. You see the first press conference. Yeah, me they say yes, okay, yeah, the coach, it seems like majority of the player, man, he sound convincing. But the second press conference, he never sound that way. But that's all. Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, man.
That's my thing.
All right, I'm gonna take CC call. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Blessing, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah. People, what we have to do is that a response to a question is because remember, if you go to the first press conference, it was a coach presenting a job. The coach was being asked question about a squad. So there are two different things. And so you have to look at the context. Context is king. And if you remove the text from the context, you're going to be left with a con. You have to put things in context, right? It is context. And if you take the text out of context, you're going to be left with a con. One was a coach on his first interview being appointed as a coach. He was asked a specific question about young players in England in his squad for this one. And the coach, went into recruiting players. All right. We have CC online, and this is the go ahead, CC. Yes.
Yes. So I think with respect to in terms of the recruitment, right? For me, when the player is young, I think you can't necessarily bash him, but I think recruitment strategy is when a player is playing in the championship, I think it is easier to get that player to come and play because of the fact that England don't normally go in the championship for a player. If you're not playing in the Premier League, 99% chance you're not going to be called in the England squad. The only player that I've seen came from the championship to represent England was Calvin Phillips. Right? So I think when you're looking at even
technically Calvin Phillips was promoted with Leeds.
And technically. And they're technical, yeah. So if you want to go down to the technicality, then he's a Premier League player. So I think when a player gets into the Premier League,
but a lot of the younger players though, they normally don't get called to the senior team.
Yeah, they normally get called to the U21.
To the U21s, which provides them. Because remember, a lot of these players now, are just like exiting academy programs, and therefore they are seeking like their first major contract. And I believe if I'm a parent, and I said this to people, call me unpatriotic if you want, but if my son, right, was coming out of the Arsenal Academy at 19 with my Jamaican citizenship and the England under 21, and I know that he was going to be a regular player in there. I know that him getting called to the under 21 for England, here's what it would do. It would create opportunities for a more lucrative deal. At that stage, I want that for my son. Coming to Jamaica and playing is okay, But I believe playing under 21 for England makes him more marketable. So I am not going to bash a parent and a family for making a choice for their child at that level, because most of us, given the similar circumstances, would probably do the same thing. CC.
But especially, that's it. That is all right. That's it. Man, I understand that concept, and I think it segue into the thing with educate about.
Lord of mercy, CC, man.
No, I'm sticking to the topic, man. I'm not saying about the eligibility thing, man. What I'm saying is this: when a player, especially when the players are young and they're at some of these clubs even are trying to maximize on the marketability of the player, where they can increase the transfer value in case somebody comes in to purchase that player, right? So you realize that Crystal Palace was saying that they could boost Nketiah's chances of representing England. So if a Ghana came in for an Nketiah, then quite possibly the club is whispering in his ear, say, like basically they're saying you have an opportunity to make England team just the same. So I think making England you're more marketable, and the transfer at that player is substantially more than for example Jamaica, because of the landscape that we are in. We have not qualified for multiple World Cups. We have not qualified for multiple Youth World Cups. So I think from that aspect, the agent, the club.
So Cece, let me a simple thing I want you to answer. So you have a son born in England. He gets called up by the Jamaican coach, but he gets called up for England under 21. But you know that when he gets called up, he's so good that when he gets called up for that under 21, he's going to be a starting player, and that's a pathway into the senior team, right? Remember now, all this time you have been paying money for him to do his academy program, or you're supporting his footballing career. Because when I think about it, a lot of people think everybody in the England is getting money. You know how much money Ivan Toney was getting at Brentford?
Oh yes, in terms of
no. You know what was Ivan Toney's salary at Brentford?
He wasn't getting. I'm not thinking he earn 100,000.
100,000. Ivan Toney was getting 36,000 a month.
Let me tell you.
All right.
Yeah,
so imagine like a younger player now whose family is struggling. So imagine that was you, and then you have some other kids. You have probably 2 other kids who are not footballers and need money, and you need some money as a parent. What are you going to do?
Oh yes, in terms of the way,
would you send that child to say, all right, boy, I want to go play for the Jamaica national team right now? Are you going to say to them, listen, play for the England under 21, see if you can get a big contract, and if them don't call you back, listen, you still can go and play for Jamaica?
To be honest, man, as I said, it's to me when it comes down to like the youth, the first call up, right? If the player is like 18, 19, I would say to him that it's like the advice I would give him is to go to the England U21.
There you go.
If it comes now where Jamaica approaches him and he comes to me, I would ask him, we sit down and I would say, which decision that you think would be better, because you're an adult now. So I would give him the opportunity or the latitude to make the decision.
Yeah, but here's what. Even if my son is 20 and we're having that conversation, here's what I'm going to say. Listen, right now, you have to make a business decision, because a footballing career is not long enough, boss. Like Sterling career in terms of international is gone. It's a short lifespan. It's like football, but CC, most players by 34, you can call it's done enough.
Yeah, man, I told that, man. Like a 15-year
if
career.
If you're not Messi and Ronaldo, or probably Zlatan.
Yeah.
Look at what people saying about Casemiro. That he should hang up his boots.
Yeah, man.
I'd go like Thiago Silva and go down Brazil, go play some football. And he's what, 32 years old?
Yeah, 32. But Thiago Silva would have gotten a long run, because Thiago Silva is 40 now, and would have still played up to 39. So I understand what you're saying, man. Like the average footballing career is between 10 to
12
years.
Like, yeah, 10 to 12 years. Yeah. Unless you're Messi or Ronaldo.
Yeah, man. You have to be an extraordinary athlete for it to be expand beyond that. And I think with the Saudi Pro League that's coming in now, it is becoming more beneficial to some of the players. So when they reach a certain age, they can easily go get a 3-year contract.
A good example, though they say has some other issues, is Dele Alli.
Yeah. Where's Dele Alli now? He's still playing?
I think he's stuck at a club that get on a transfer ban and can't even get transferred. I'm telling you.
Oh, is that Everton? I think he's at Everton.
No, he's not at Everton. He's not at Everton, boss. He got transferred to a Turkish club or one of them clubs over there.
Beşiktaş.
I don't even know which club. But what I'm saying though is that... Yeah, like people, let me tell you this. People believe that because the players are in England, money is not an issue. I'm telling you this. Some of these players that even represent Jamaica, boss, they're not like the Mikel Antonias and the Leon Baileys. We have bags of boots. They probably have 2 or 3 pairs at most. they struggle financially.
Man, listen.
So at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to make a decision for the well-being of his family and his future, boss. And
when the player comes,
it's tough. It's very tough because we want them to play, but I don't think we should bash them. That is my position.
You cannot listen. That's why I say management. We cannot bash any one of the players because, as I say, as you just pointed out, 10 to 12 years, like these things are not just on a sporting basis. I think a lot of times people go overboard. Like sport is the only job where it's like a job and we play it as a pastime recreational activity. So nobody does accounting as a recreational activity. Nobody does medicine as a recreational activity. You do it as a job. But sport is like football is something that you can do it as a job or you can do it as a recreational activity. And I think because of the dynamics of football and sports overall, a lot of people don't necessarily see the business behind it. These persons, as I said, they're in it for the business. It's a job for a lot of, it's a job management, and in any job you're trying to maximize your earnings. So you're trying to maximize your earnings and your potential.
A college football is a good thing to look at. A lot of college footballers, based on this, sometimes the season that they have, could go into the NFL draft. They opt not to, and their career goes downhill. CC never ever able to get a good rookie contract. Sometimes probably I'll get injured. Like it's almost like Jamaican say, boss, the first how say the first one? The what? Oh, it goes.
What they say?
So I'm saying to a player, like you on the brink, boss, and think you secure the bag first, and then after that you can say, listen, I have some money now, so even if England never calls me and I play for Jamaica, I can finance myself.
Yeah, I think that's why I think, as I said, the players when the players reach certain age, I feel if the player is young, we still have to me, the only thing I can say is that we still have a discussion with the player. Approach the player and offer the player an opportunity to play for Jamaica, represent Jamaica. If the player says he's waiting and if the player makes a decision where he chooses to go to England at the U21 level, we move on to the next player.
Yeah.
If that player comes back at 24 years old now and saying that he's ready to and he's available and ready and rearing and wants to represent Jamaica, then we go back into the conversation. If he's still good enough and at that level.
Absolutely. And maybe the program, maybe Jamaica program has gone past the player, so they miss out. And that's it. Maybe when they are ready, they are not needed, and that's it. That's a risk. It's a gamble. And they took the gamble because by the time I get to the World Cup, you probably got other players. And now they lose out. Right?
Both ways is a gamble, management. Both ways is a gamble. Like we can, as I said, and that's why I said the only thing I would want is that even the coach is saying he's going to focus
CC.
Conversation to me.
CC, me go run leave you. I told me it's
too long.
Bless up.
Yeah, but I just think the thing no, the young players you still approach them. If they don't, I think the older players, like the players that are 25, 26, you approach them more aggressively than you would probably approach the younger players.
That I agree with.
You see me? So that's just a simple thing.
Yeah. All right. Cool, CC. All right. So people, I'm gonna have to run quickly, but let me just say this, right? Boss, who asked what I've had to it? Man, I moved from 36,000 a month to 400,000 a month, boss. Lucky him. Finally, I'm about to close the show, so I have 1 minute. I'm going to give you 2 minutes because I was about to close because it's a short show because I have to head out. What's going on?
You can't use.
Your line is very terrible. Your line terrible, man. Where are you?
Well, your line, man. I'm doing my house.
Okay.
I cut up some season to light up my grill. Sound better now?
Yeah, it's sounding better. Go ahead.
You can't use American college football going pros to compare with football players or soccer players, because hear this now. A 17, 18-year-old can play football in Europe, but a 17-year-old cannot play professional football in America. You have to go to college for 3 years. No less than 3 years. You have to go to college.
And after that 3 years, if you're good enough, you will be in the first round. If you're not good enough, you have second, third, up to fifth, sixth round, you know. So everybody, based on your potential, have a chance to get draft or get walk on what depend upon the need of how much people them draft in each draft. Then the players who you see going to college, because you have some players who go to college for some quarterback for 6 years, you know. Players go to college for 6 years, you know. But those are the players who don't good but still believe they have a chance to make it to the pros. So you continue going to college and going to college. Some of them jump from one portal to the next and change. So it's a whole different story. So you have to know what you do. And see, they will be bigger and in glasses are shade field. Yes, and I tell us no, the two now.
Did you listen to what I said though?
Have a word.
Just listen what I'm saying to you. Because the examples are not far apart.
They are.
If a player qualifies for the NFL draft, he doesn't have to go to the NFL draft.
But if a player qualifies for the NFL draft, if it's ready, he's gonna go. No ready player. Not too many. Maybe Tim Tebow back in the time, and in which him should just go and
it don't.
No ready players.
It don't. What I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you, Gunners boss, is that it may not happen often, but not every player who qualifies for the draft, right, goes. Because you could be in your third year, right? You have a year left. Say you have a year left in your third year, and you are in the second round. A player can stay because they believe that next year there will be a high draft pick. They will be in the top 5 based on their quality. That has happened.
And the guarantee is not there. So go now.
But that is the point. Exactly. So that is the point. That is the point I'm making.
That's why it don't work.
But that is the point. So you and I agree.
We don't think like that.
But that is why. But that is why you and I agree then. So you can't say me and see.
Anyway, me hear say, I'm not going to run a campaign for band because me say when me have to see how they don't like it. So me just say that test and see if the band over here. Huh?
When last you see me when last you see me doing a show? Or you see me on YouTube?
You know that anytime you do a show me there, but nowadays now me kinda not comment.
When last you see me do a show, are you see Pioneer the track and field?
Track and field, but you did that for the track and field show too. Yanni was rotating now when he take a break to go.
Yeah.
Take a break to go. I don't know. He did watch the whole show, but he never comment one time. So you know what? Go on.
Okay, all right, boss.
The views count more than the comments, you know. So once you get to the thing on your first play and get your views, that is more important more than the comment.
Hey, what holidays in America?
Well, I mean, how them say, how is? Hold on. Come here, which holiday is it? Labor Day, them say Labor Day, you know?
Enjoy your Labor Day holiday, you and Miss Camille. Go and jerk some stuff, all right?
I'm fine, you want no. Me not enjoy no day. If it's true, them give me the day for you, and me I get paid to stay home. I just go.
It is a good
season up some fish and light up my grill and put some thing for my grill, some burger, some hot dogs for the kids them, the grandkids them, and that's it. That's what we just go have a day, but we don't celebrate. Just do a thing with the one today, and a long time when they won't play together. That's it.
All right then.
Someone when I comment section, not putting in hunger, they never full today. No one has some fish. I'll make up yourself. People that comment, Travis, let's go.
All right, good as boss. Bless up yourself. That's good as boss, people. All right, so people, I have to leave now here. Big up yourself. Mac City, we don't get them start a conversation there. You understand me? I don't know about that. I talked to Ryan. I still spoke to him and I reached out to him when his thing was down, and we had a conversation and just tell him to go on pushing and working hard. I've talked to Military Guna. I talked to I think the only person on the YouTube that I haven't really had any conversation with is probably JD, and I don't have any animosity with him. So I don't follow up those things though. I really don't follow up who one day maybe somebody will cancel my channel. I don't know. But I don't follow up those things. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. If somebody use my content, them go and use it. They all use it all on TV and on radio and all of them things. Them. It's neither here nor there, man. Life is bigger than that. You understand me? The society is too vile for us to get caught up in those trivial matters. You understand what I mean? But people, I want to thank you for coming on. I really had only 30 minutes because I have to run out and stuff. But I want to thank you for coming on. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate all of you, right? Yeah. All right. So yeah, man. So everybody just take care. Be safe. And don't listen, people. It's not everything you hear on YouTube. It's not everything management say you need to run with. Go and research it yourself. Before you repeat it, research. Say that before I repeat, I need to research. That is it. All right. All right, people. Go and check out Gunner's Boss YouTube. Gunner's Boss YouTube grilling. I am management. This was with I Am Sure Sports as usual. When it gets to the end of our program, we say we are over and we are out of here.